Firstly, I totally agree with you on Sonia Gandhi. It's very difficult to admire an Indian politician, but that woman was hounded, bad languaged by top BJP politicians, Pramod Modi, and just completely considered against Vajpayee. I mean, who is she? She's nobody, foreign origin, just dismiss it. But I still want to tell Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, I met him sometimes back that, if you want to see anybody fight an election.
See your mother.
With see your mother.
Yeah.
And with the machinery, coming back to 24, with the machinery the BJP manages to create. Now, what is BJP's great strength? Two things. One, of course, is the Sangh, the RSS, that provides the backup and the people to run for them and the strategy. Second, it is creating massive optics around the issue it wants. Okay. Now, 22nd January, Pran Pratishtha. Basically, kuch nahi, Garbhagrah bana hai. The consultant is a very dear friend of mine. I can tell other stories also about that. But the way, with the media on their side, the traditional old media, so with the way they'll create the optics around it, so to an extent that they know, and I've mentioned that in my book also. I'll tell you a story related to it, and so relevant to 2024. The chapter on the BJP in my book says Ram Bharose. Nothing wrong. Till date, Ram Bharose. No new strategy, nothing new has ever come from that. That's the core. Nothing wrong. That's the reality. So in Palanpur, when it was being decided that why Ayodhya, not Kashi and Mathura, so Morupan Pingle, he was a very great RSS ideologue, and Palanpur was a small place in Himachal Pradesh. When all these people sat together, Vajpayee was not a part of it, and Advani and all these people. I mentioned all the whole history in the book, how Ayodhya was created. So it was then decided as part of optics कि अयोध्या में हिंदू पूजा करने नहीं जा सकते अंदर. So let's take this issue. That's BJP's strategy. So coming to 2024, it is no different to Palanpur then. Whether it is caste census or whether it is, the entire Ram Mandir issue, for me, 2024 is an 89 election. But BJP was much, much bigger in size, in its optics, campaigning. So it's a 89 election. That's how I look at it. But my last and final point is that we all know the psephology. I'm not going to get into numbers. It can get very boring. But broadly, you should understand 38% is of BJP and 62% belongs to the rest. And when you go and tell authors and writers and political analysts outside India, they're shocked that that in India you can become a prime minister without even getting 50% popular votes. Such is the population issue of the country. That's simple psephology. He's cracked that code, and we'll keep moving on. The 62% has not yet cracked the code. They may tomorrow morning do it, I don't know. So, 24 election is already built around the fact that no real issue should come up. No real issue should be discussed. There has to be no talk on unemployment, no talk on failed corona situation, no talk on bodies lying in the Ganges. So many issues of the government. Economy, of course, half the world doesn't understand, so you pass away economy as anything that you want. Babus are fantastic. Babus who sit in the North Block and South Block can churn out numbers, as if something magical has happened to this country. So it's already prepared. The ground is prepared. You just won Madhya Pradesh election, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, all on a very emotive environment. So this is simple BJP strategy. This will continue. There will be nothing talked which is of any element of gravitas and seriousness. They won't. because that works for them.
And any question for either Jayashree or Brajesh? Yours.
No, my question to Jayashree is that actually I'm also a little tiny ex-advertising, so I have a lot of friends in advertising. But when you start treating politics as a brand, or manage as a campaign as a brand management, how clinically can you do it, or what is the sensitivity you can bring it on the table? Because Indian politics is emotional at the end of the day. To answer your point, just to add, she rightly mentioned what Modi said. The one new thing which has happened, now this has to be credited to Modi and his thought process, is the new welfare voter. Yeah. So how he's focused in the new welfare schemes, etc., etc. Obviously taking money from the taxpayer and giving it to them, but those are debatable issues. But he's just surely created a new electorate of a unique type aligned to the BJP right now, naturally not aligned to any other party, which is built on the welfare schemes he's launched. Right. So that I see as the new electorate in Indian politics. You said, will there be ED attacks on different people? That's what you mean?
No, will make India faction go to BJP?
No, that's not possible. That's not even a hypothetical question. To me, I dismiss it totally. India, the entire coalition is not going to walk into BJP because of ED. Selective people might go. That's a different story. That's how politics, in politics, you use agencies instrument, and it's been done for years. And Congress also did it. It was no doodh ki dhuli Congress. Same as the BJP. That's also no doodh ki dhuli. You are in politics. You get a chance, you hit your opponent. Instrument could be anything. देखिए बड़ा क्योंकि उन्होंने बहुत मूल प्रश्न उठाया ट्रांजिशन का, परिवर्तन का, बदलाव का, तब्दीली का. अब ये तौर तरीके होते हैं, पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज इसको रीड करती हैं. तो बेसिकली अब एक जमाना था, हम लोगों ने रिपोर्टिंग की तो रात को शराब बटती थी. सभी जान लो, आप लोग जानते हैं, हमारे दोस्त तेजिंदर साहब पुलिस वाले बड़े अफसर बैठे हैं, रात को कैश बटता था. ठीक है, अब वो भी बांट लो और सीधे कैश ट्रांसफर. तो घर में भी पैसा आ रहा है, साथ में शराब आ रही है. इसको थोड़ा चुनाव करीब आते होते और सिस्टमाइज कर दो और एक्टिवेट कर दो, तो उस वाले वोटर की, तो अगर आप उसको 25 साल पहले की स्थिति से उसकी तुलना करें तो उसकी तो अब मौज है, क्योंकि उसको जैसे कोई भी चुनाव, ये अजीब मुल्क है. ऐसे मुल्क, इस मुल्क की कहानियां बड़ी अजीब है, जब बाहर में लोगों को सुनाता हूं अपने लेक्चर्स में. मतलब इस मुल्क, ये ऐसा मुल्क है जहां हर 2 महीने पे कोई ना कोई चुनाव होता ही है. कभी चुनाव मोड से बाहर आता ही नहीं है देश. तो राजनीति भी होती ही रहती है. तो ऐसे जनधन का पैसा भी बटता रहता है, डायरेक्ट ट्रांसफर भी. सो दीज आर द न्यू मेथडोलॉजीज, एज she was pointing out, that have been adopted, and see, they're very effective. So you don't have to go to really the ground to give it to them. You use the technology to hand it to them, and it could be the woman itself.